Hi, everybody, and welcome to Evolve Love. I am your host, Amanda, and I am so happy that you have found this podcast. Are you looking for daily inspiration, motivation, and wisdom to help you begin your day feeling supported and uplifted with love? Well, you have come to the right place. This podcast is a space of encouragement where you can be held in your self-development because in order to evolve, you need love, and it begins here with you. Now, let's get into today's episode. Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday, and welcome back to a new episode of Evolve Love podcast. I am so grateful to you for being here. I'm so grateful for your support, for your listens, and for your interactions here with Evolve Love, because Evolve Love is growing. It is really, really growing, and I feel so motivated and inspired by you and your messages and all of your energy that I receive on the daily, truly, with this podcast. And I'm so very grateful. And I just really wanted to start today's episode in that way because with our Thursday energy being centered around amplification and expansion, I feel this so much for the space here. And it's not just about the space, it is also about the people within this space. And I'm stepping into some big new ideas here with Evolve Love, and it's because of you. It's because I feel motivated to share more and to create this space of support, of encouragement, and of growth for all of us. And I'm so excited for what is to come, and I'm so happy that you are here. So instead of saving this for the end of the episode, I wanted to just take a quick moment before we get into today's exercise to plug my newsletter, which is brand new. So if you haven't yet subscribed to the Evolve Love newsletter, make sure you head on over to my Instagram at _Evolve Love to find the link for that, or you can also find it in the show notes. But this newsletter is so much more than a newsletter. It is going to be a place where I have suggestions, recommendations, tips, ideas for every zodiac season, and it's going to come out at the start of every new zodiac season. I'm also going to be including a free meditation and information for upcoming classes and more, so you're not going to want to miss out on this. So like I said, check it out at the link in my bio on my Instagram, or check it out at the link in the show notes of this episode. And I'm so excited to have you there. So the first newsletter is going to be airing or dropping into your inbox, I guess, on July 22nd for the start of Leo season. And I feel so inspired for Leo season. I'm so excited for it. And I have so many ideas that I cannot wait to share with you. So make sure you subscribe. All right, let's get into today's episode, though. I don't want to keep plugging the newsletter right now today. I want to jump right in because today is all about expanding and amplifying our energy, and I am here for this. And this is going to be a little bit of a different one. So I really want and hope that you will stick with the visuals as they come through for yourself, because this is going to be another visualization meditation, but really specific based on the topics that we've been discussing in this week's content. So let's find a comfortable seat. And when you're ready, you may close your eyes or bring a soft gaze to your focus. Let's just start off by taking a really deep inhale breath, filling to the base of the stomach. As you exhale, just feeling yourself settling more into the space that you are in. And again, taking a full deep breath in through the nose, reaching every inch of space of the shell of the body that you are in. And as you exhale, letting go, softening, and and releasing. And let's take one more deep breath together. In through the nose. And a long, controlled exhale. Now allowing your breathing to return to a normal pace. I want you to start to imagine yourself in front of a table. Now this table has specific objects on it, and the objects on it are shells. There's any number of shells that you could imagine on this table. Maybe there's a couple, and maybe there are many. But these shells are reminders of the homes that we are looking to fill into. Now, for those of you who have collected shells in the past, maybe you know of certain patterns, certain shapes, certain styles to the shells, even certain colors. But what lays on this table before you? Taking a look at each shell, each marking, each detail. And without much thought or reason, I want you to pick one of those shells as the one that is calling most to you now. Take this shell into your hands and look and observe all the characteristics of this shell. The color, the texture, the shape. What is coming up for you here? Now, I know it might seem like a completely random thought that this shell is representative of the home base that we are building. But there is something here that is important. There is a message here for us. And with this shell, we might not be physically fitting into this shell, but there is something about it here today that we need to know. There is something about it that our intuition is calling to us today to remind us of something that we are looking for so deeply as we're thinking this week on the concept of home base, a space that is not only comforting for us, but a space that will allow for us to expand into the person who we are becoming, who we are today. Because the person that you are in this moment knows the person who you are becoming. So as you take in this shell and you're looking at it, really take note in your mind of what is coming up for you here. Sitting with this shell, spending time with this shell. We are going to begin moving our fingers and toes and bringing some gentle movement back to our bodies. And when you are ready, opening your eyes and bringing yourself back to the space that you are in. So with today's exercise, as you're bringing yourself back into this space, into your being, I want you to take time today to look up this shell that you saw in your meditation today. The color, the shape, the textures, because there is meaning in this. There is something in this shell that is bringing you closer to things that you may need to know about your home base. And as I was guiding you through this meditation, I saw a very distinct shell for myself. And if you're like thinking about how does this shell that I saw in my meditation play into what meaning might be behind something I need to create in my home base, this is what I'm talking about here. So in real time, I am checking it out for myself. So in my meditation, I saw this blue-gray shell that was spiraling. And it had a couple barnacles on it. And I know this sounds completely out there, but please stick with me. All right, so with a couple barnacles on it, and we are going to look up together in real time, like I said, the meaning of this. So mine was a blue-gray shell with a couple barnacles on it and a spiral pattern. So what does it have to say? Okay, are you ready for this? Oh my gosh, okay. A spiraling blue-gray shell with barnacles represents a journey of spiritual growth interwoven with resilience. The spiral signifies the soul's evolving path and continuous learning, while the barnacles symbolize the protective scars of life experience and the vital need to establish healthy boundaries. Okay, so there you have it. This exercise is one that may seem completely and totally out there, but there is meaning in this. And even still, I haven't even read the depth of this meaning. I just read to you the little summary of it, but there is so much here. Oh my gosh, as I'm looking through. So I'm so curious, what is coming up for you today? When you laid out those shells on the table in your meditation and you chose one instinctively, there was one that was calling to you. And throw it into your computer, throw it into your search engine and check it out. What is the meaning behind it? The patterns, the colors, the textures, everything. Does it apply to what you are currently going through? So in this week, we talked about the shell and the concept of finding the perfect shell to fit into, the shell to call home, the shell to make your home. And this is why I had this visualization, to have this idea of an actual shell. And what is this shell teaching us? Because we can learn so much from our surroundings, from our visualizations, from our ideas, from the things that come to us. So as out there as today's exercise may have seemed, I'm so curious to know how it went for you. So if you want to send me a DM over on my Instagram, _evolve love, I'd love to hear from you. And I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope that you feel supportive and encouraged in your Thursday ahead. And I'm so looking forward to checking in with you tomorrow. I have a beautiful exercise that I want to talk about. And I'm just so grateful to you for being here. So I will check in with you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day.